Okay, in this video lesson, we're going to take a look at finding the domain of a quadratic equation. And we're going to take a look at this one example. Here it says 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 equals 0. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is that we could simply replace this equals 0 with y. All right, so we could just say that this equation is actually y equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. Also remember that y is also simply a function of x, so we could call this a function. F of x equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. So I want you to get used to seeing these different things. This is the way we need to enter it into Desmos, in the Desmos graphing calculator, so that it will graph it for us so that we can identify some things such as the solutions and the domain and the range. In this example, we're going to look specifically at the domain. So let's go ahead and go to the Desmos and enter 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. All right, so here I've entered the equation for you. 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. Okay, now you can see the graph is a quadratic. Okay, this is called a parabola. All right, and it has it does have this low point. You see we have the solutions here. We've talked about these solutions before. Okay, we have this y-intercept at negative 12. Here's your minus 12 right here. If we plugged in 0 for x, we would end up with a minus 12. Okay, but in this example, or in this video, we want to find the domain. Remember, the domain is all the values on the x-axis, or all the values to the left and all the values to the right. Okay, normally you would see that written as x in the center and then the less than, or maybe less than and equal to symbol, and then you would have, again, the farthest number to the left and the farthest number to the right. But you'll notice that this is actually going to continue to the left forever. It's real slight and can be hard to see. But if we look, we see our arrow is continuing to go to the left, so it's going to cross 1, it crosses 2, eventually it'll cross negative 3. And then over here on the positive side, 1, 2, 3, we're at 4, and it'll continue going across the 5. So this is actually going to be the domain for a quadratic equation is going to be all real numbers. So we'll write domain is all real numbers. And then remember, sometimes they have that R that looks, symbol that looks like an R that stands for all real numbers.